In the previous part, we discussed about monohybrid cross. In this part, we are going to learn about dihybrid cross. It involves the inheritance of two genes. Mendel studied on 7 pairs of contrasting characters, but at the beginning, he studied the inheritance of a pair of characters, that is monohybrid experiment. Experiment involving the inheritance of two pairs of contrasting characters is called as dihybrid cross. Mendel conducted monohybrid cross first, then only he conducted dihybrid cross experiment. We also have to learn monohybrid cross very well, then only we can easily understand the dihybrid cross. Two pairs of contrasting characters are studied in dihybrid cross. How the two pairs of characters pass from one generation to another generation is studied. He selected shape of seeds and color of seeds for his dihybrid cross experiment. There were two different shapes and colors. Round yellow seeds. This is round yellow seed. Here the seed is fully filled with substance. The seed is fully filled. Another type of seeds, wrinkled green. The color of the seed is green. It is wrinkled. The seed is not fully filled. So while drying, the water evaporates and develops wrinkled condition. So these were the two parental plants selected by Mendel for his dihybrid cross experiment. Round yellow seeds were produced by one kind of parental plants. They were crossed with another set of plants, wrinkled green seed plants. Round yellow, wrinkled green are the parental types. This is round yellow seed. This is the external appearance of character. External appearance of character is called a phenotype. This character is controlled by genes. The gene combination for this character is genotype. So round is a dominant character, so capital R. Yellow is dominant character, so the symbol for the gene is capital Y. Capital R, and capital Y is the genotype of the round yellow parental plant. Here capital letter is used because this is a dominant character. What is dominant character? The character that is most frequently seen. And this is wrinkled green. It is a recessive character, so small letter is used. So the genotype of this parental plant is small r, small y. And these plants produce gametes. Gametes have half set of chromosomes. So a gamete receives one of the genes for a character. For one character it receives one gene. So it receives one capital R and one capital Y. This plant also produces the gamete that has one small r and one small y. These are the parental gametes. These gametes fuse during fertilization and form the first generation plants, F1 plants. The F1 plants are called as hybrids because the F1 plant has genes from the two different gametes. So this is F1 is hybrid. Mendel conducted cross-pollination experiment. The F1 plant was round yellow. When two plants with two different characters were crossed, one of the characters appeared, that is dominant character. round yellow appeared in the F1 generation, that is dominant character, but its genotype is capital R and small r, capital Y, small y, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. It is round yellow, but the gene combination is different from the parental plant because this is hybrid. And he allowed the self-pollination of F1. So round yellow with round yellow. What is the gene combination of round yellow? We know capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. This round yellow also has the gene combination of capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. And both the plants produce 4 different kinds of gametes. Here, what are the possible gamete combinations? Capital R, capital Y, and small r, capital Y is possible. Capital R, small y, small r, small y. 4 different gametes appeared in equal proportion. That is, when capital R, capital Y gametes number is 100, another type also 100. When the first type is 1000, remaining 3 also 1000. 4 different types of gametes are produced in equal proportion because during gamete formation the genes separate independently. How can we understand? Genes move independently during gamete formation. Let us see here. The capital R can combine with capital Y. Capital R also can combine with small y. See here, small r can combine with capital Y, small r also can combine with small y. So the genes separate independently. Because of this independent separation of the genes, 4 different kinds of gametes were produced in equal proportion. And this F1 plant also produces 4 different kinds of gametes. Capital R, capital Y, small r, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, small y. And fertilization between these 4 into 4 gametes. One plant produces 4 types, another plant another 4, the same 4 types. The fertilization, after fertilization, 16 possible combinations are formed. How to work out the 16 possible combinations? We can easily work out the 16 possible combinations after fertilization by means of checkerboard. This is checkerboard, and let us fill the gametes. For the first type, capital R, capital Y. Second type, small r, capital Y. Third type, capital R, small y. Fourth type, small r, small y. If there is fertilization between these 2 gametes, the first 2, capital R, capital Y will be the genotype. Capital R, capital Y, capital Y. This genotype will produce what phenotype, what character? R round, Y yellow. So round yellow. Let us see another fertilization. Capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. It here also round and yellow. Small r, capital R, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Here also round yellow. Here small r, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Here also round yellow. Now come to the second row. Here capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. So this also should be round yellow. Small r. Here see small r, capital Y, capital Y. So small r, that is wrinkled, capital Y, yellow. So this is wrinkled yellow. New combination. This is not seen in the parental plants. And here small r, capital R, and capital Y, small y. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Here also 2 dominant characters are there, so it should be round yellow. Next one, small r, capital Y, small y, small r, capital Y, small y. So here the small r produces the phenotype wrinkle. This is wrinkled yellow. Now come to the third row. Here this is capital R, capital Y, small y. So the phenotype is round yellow. Capital R, capital Y, small y. So it also round yellow. Next combination, capital R, small y, small y. Small y is green. So capital R round, small y green. So it is round green, a new character that is not seen in the parental plants. Next one, capital R, small y, small y green, capital R round. So this one also round green. Last row, capital R, capital Y, small y. So two dominant characters are there, so it should be round yellow. Small r, capital Y, small y. Small r, capital Y, small y. Small r, wrinkle, capital Y, yellow. So it should be wrinkle yellow. Here's next one, small r, capital R, small y, small y. Small y is green. Capital R round, y, small y green. So round green. Last one, small r, small y, small y. Both recessive character. Small r, small y, small y. The phenotype, that is the character, is wrinkled green. Only one wrinkled green. Out of 16 combinations, only one is wrinkled green. The F2 generation, when the seeds are grown into plants, 9 F2 plants, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 F2 plants were round yellow. And 3 F2 plants were wrinkled yellow. 1, 2, 3. And another 3 F2 plants were round green. Only one F2 plant was wrinkled green. The ratio of each phenotype of seed in the F2 generation is, what is the meaning? The phenotype means characters. Ratio of 4 different characters in the F2 generation is 9:3:3:1. This ratio is called as Dihybrid Ratio. Mendel's Dihybrid Ratio is 9:3:3:1. Based on this experiment, he came to some conclusions. Factors for each character or trait remain independent. Mendel used the term factors. Now we use the word genes. Trait means the characters which can move from one generation to another generation. So the factors for each character, gene for each character, remain independent. The genes do not mix. They maintain their identity in the gametes. The genes or factors enter into the gametes. At that time also they do not lose any characters. They maintain their identity. And these factors are independent to each other. Already we discussed the capital R can go with capital Y. Capital R also can go with small y. So they can separate independently. The factors do not depend on another factor. They work independent to each other. The factors move from one generation to another generation through the gametes. The factors pass to the offsprings through gametes. The gametes only carry the factors from parents to offsprings. Now let us see the summary of the result of Dihybrid Cross. There were 4 combinations, 4 types of plants in F2. 9 plants were with 2 dominant characters. Both the dominant character, What's the character? Round yellow, 9 round yellow plants. Next 3, 1 dominant character and 1 recessive character, that is wrinkled yellow. Next 3, another dominant character, another recessive, that is green, round green. Only one plant with both recessive, 2 recessive traits, that is wrinkled green. Out of 16 plants, 9 were with 2 dominant traits. 3 by 16 another type, 3 by 16 another dominant and another recessive, 1 by 16 2 recessive traits. In the previous video we discussed about monohybrid cross. Here in this video we have learned the dihybrid cross. After conducting monohybrid and dihybrid cross, Mendel proposed laws, 3 laws of inheritance, that we will discuss in the next video.